What's going on, folks? ST here, and today we are going to be looking at a pod system from UWELL. From UWELL, the maker of the Crown Tank? They're doing pod systems? Yeah, they are. Today we are going to be looking at the CALIBURN. This one was sent to me for the purpose of this review. So let's go down, see what you're going to get in the box. Of course, we're going to come back up top, vape on it, and give you my final thoughts. So let's go check this one out. Alright, so here is the packaging that the CALIBURN comes in. Pretty nice. So what are you going to get inside your package? Well, it will come with the device, 2 pods, micro USB charging cable, and a user's manual. So, the CALIBURN. This is housed in an aluminum body. It is a 520 milliamp battery on this device. You can see your charging port is on the bottom. It is an auto draw and fire button device. So on this one, if you just want to use it as auto draw, that's all you need to do. If you want to hit the fire button on it, you can also do it that way. Pretty easy on this one. The only thing you need to remember, 5 clicks to turn it on, 5 clicks to turn it off. The pod itself, which the pod is held in there nice. I do like this. It is held on by magnets, but it also has like a little bit of a catch to it also, which I'll show you here in just a second. So the pod itself does hold 2 mils of juice. It does have a parallel vertical coil in it, and it is a nice beefy coil in there. This thing produces a lot of flavor, and for some you can really, it's got nice vapor production on it too for a pod system, but again, it's not what I use it for. So to put juice in here, all you need to do is, if you kind of grab it here by the side, this little tip, it's a little snug on there at first, so be careful taking that off. It's kind of flimsy, nothing really special about this tip, but the pod itself, you're going to have a hole on each side here, not the one in the middle, but all you want to do is just stick whatever you're using to fill these, either a needle tip or your smaller bottles of like Nick salt or whatever you're using. You just want to put that in there, squeeze your bottle, fill it up. I have been filling mine up pretty much all the way with no issues at all. Once you've got it filled, you do want to let it set for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Let that cotton get saturated with the juice. So after you fill it, all you want to do, push that tip back on where it feels nice and secure. Also at the bottom you can see your connections here and your magnets. And on the inside of there, kind of get that view of it. Now the one I've been using to date have not experienced any leaking, any condensation building up between here like I have on so many other pods. Not to say that this one won't do it, I just have not experienced that yet with this one, so that is a plus. So all you'd want to do is install that. Now the magnet will pull that in there. As you can see, it's pretty strong. One thing you need to keep in mind though with this device, and I have found out that alone does not mean that you're good to go. You still need to give it, because you can see there's a little bit of this hairline around here. You want to push that in all the way. And you will have to do that every time, so don't think you don't. But again, having that little extra click there to it is something I like, because it really keeps this pod in place. No issues at all with it. Also, you've got these little windows here on the sides to see where your juice level is at. Again, a plus with me, because all you have to do is pick it up, look at it, and you'll know exactly how much juice you've got left in this pod. Also, as you see on both sides here, you have these small little holes That is for your airflow on this one. Pretty nice. Now again, like I stated, this one is auto draw or fire button. So whichever you choose to do, you can just hit that button and it's right on. And I'm going to show you the one that I've been using here already. And I'm going to let you hear just how fast this hits. I mean, it is automatic. It hits that fast. And the cool thing about this is it does it the same way on auto draw too. As soon as you hit it, this thing is firing off. And I have not experienced a pod system yet that is that fast. So again, I'll show you on this one where I'm at on, kind of show you how the juice is on there, which I need to put some more in this one. Folks, this is the original pod I have been using so far. I can't tell you how many refills that I've got in it. I've lost count now. But that pod still looks like new. The cotton's still as white as it can be, and the flavor coming off of this is it's like a brand new pod still. But I'll talk a little bit more about that on the up top. So, last but not least, it does have a few little safety features on here. So typically, like all devices, pretty much pod systems, they seem to run the way on like battery life indicators and stuff like that. This little light right here, which you can see, the little LED that turns green, as long as you're in the green, you're at least 60% or better on battery life. Once it gets into blue, you're going to be between 30 to 60%. And once you hit it in the red, you're at 30% or less. And typically I tell anybody, if you're in the red on here, you need to go ahead and plug it up. It's time to get her charged up. I haven't really timed the charge on this particular device, because normally I just throw it on a charge late at night, which it does charge pretty fast though. It's not tremendously long, but have not given an exact time range on there. It does offer a few more safety features to it. Where is our user manual? So, the user manual itself is pretty informative. Kind of breaks down the device, shows you how to fill things. It also gives you this little chart on all the safety features and the little warning lights and indicators you're going to get for what warning it might be. But again, safety manual does go pretty in depth on things, which is cool. I know it seems a little overkill for a pod system, but hey, they went ahead and did that. So folks, that's all I've got on this one. Let's go back up top, vape on this, and give you my final thoughts. All right, and we're back. Let me do my thing. Man, that tastes so good. Let's just cut to the chase on this one. Pros and cons, there are no cons to this one. I could sit here for a good hour and gush over this thing, but I'm not going to do it. Because as it stands right now, to date, this is the best pod system out on the market. I don't care who you are. I don't care what pod system you got. I've pretty much messed with them all. This one blows them all away right here. Flavor on this thing is unreal. I have been filling this pod up time after time after time. I've lost count, and the flavor is still just as good as when I broke it out brand new. Battery life. It's got that 520 milliamp battery in it. It lasts me all day perfect. Again, it is a pod system. Again, it's not going to have tremendous battery life, but it'll definitely get you through a day on it. The package itself comes with 2 pods. Yes, 2 pods. We're at that day and time where all pod systems coming out on the market should at least include 2 pods. Better than that, they should at least have one pod in the box. And some are not offering any. But UWELL is putting 2 in the box with it. And for the life of these pods, those 2 are going to last you a good while. So, at the end of the day, if you were to come ask me, hey, ST, what pod system should I get? I've heard you talk about them a lot. This is what I'm going to throw up in your face. This is it, the CALIBURN. Auto draw. You know me, I love an auto draw on a pod system, and it does give those that want that firing button scenario, it's on there too. But as fast as this thing fires, I mean, just like that, to me you don't even need a fire button on it. But it's there. Also, can't stress this enough. Two pods in the box. Can't beat it. And here's something I'm going to do that I was kind of straying away from, but if you're looking for them, pretty much they're just releasing right now. A birdie told me that Brad's Vapor has them for $38.99, so maybe you want to check that out. But anyway, you can't go wrong with this one right here. Definitely not. If you can find a flaw with this one, you contact me. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I got more work to do, so I'm going to get busy. Y'all have a great day.